Jack slides back into him. Let's check Dismore. Let's check for the movement in the cockpit. A nasty ride. The red flag, the checkered flag.
There he is.
And Dismore is moving. Vogler has won the race. The checkered flag came out with the red flag. And there is a look at the winner, Rich Vogler, as he goes past the crash scene. Takes a glance over to see what the problem may be as they're working now with Mark Dismore. Mark, a past national go-kart champion in a car that he bought here at Raceway Park after this car won the night before the 500 a year ago with Nick Finoro Jr. And you can see the crew still working, and you can see moving in the cockpit as Mark Dismore is talking with the rescue workers. Jack Calabrase is out of his car.
We're going to get a replay here, Gary.
Let's see
what happened.
Yeah, let's see if we can see what transpired as they were battling for position. Dismore in the light blue car. There goes Jack Calabrase on the inside, and they simply get together right there. Calabrase airborne for a moment, hard into the wall, and let's see what triggers this. He caught his tire and started rolling, and look at the roll cage doing the job. Look how far the body can stretch out, even with the harness, the seat belt. But it was the roll cage again that did its job.
Oh, yes. And there was a case of Jack Calabrase was loose all night in the bottom. He tried to make a pass on the inside, and when he comes in the corner,
there they are, and the two get together.
He just gets loose enough. He rides up over the tire, and that puts both cars out of shape. And with these offsets in these cars for the pavement, the left side tires are so close to the body that when you get sliding sideways, it puts so much weight on them, it just sticks the tire so tight they start turning over.
You were racing, of course, when the roll cage came in, were you not?
I was racing before they had roll cages.
And there's a scene again as working with Mark Dismore right now, and he obviously is very, very shaky. It's what you call getting your bell rung real well, and they're trying to walk him through it right now. So I would assume that with the safety crew down there, they can't think anything's too serious. They would not be walking Mark over to the ambulance.
No, I'm sure he got the wind knocked out of him, and it looked as though he may have been unconscious for a moment because he didn't move for a minute. Then he came to, and I'm sure he's hurting. When you
but it did not show his hands coming off the steering wheel, though, which would indicate that apparently he had a good grasp on the steering wheel and was not knocked out.
That's true.
Watch again. Watch the cockpit of the light blue 81. Watch Mark Dismore. Watch the abuse the cage takes, but watch the helmet flail about. Watch the neck stretch out and see how far the body stretches when this car starts this series of snap rolls side for side.
Yes, he's lost his hands there.
Has he?
See his hand right there? He's lost his hands, and it's the arm restraints that keep his hands in tight enough that keeps him out of harm's way from that cage. And that was a very nasty flip, because when you do those snap barrel rolls, you move around so hard inside the car, and then when it comes up in the air and it comes down hard on the tail, you're already knocked out. It really hurts everything in your neck and shoulders and back because you're not stiff.
Well, once again, it is a good sign, though, even though he was rubber-legged, that he was walking away, because, again, if there were some serious injury, a safety crew would not allow a driver to walk away. He'd be extricated, placed in the gurney, and taken to the ambulance.